Hi, it's Janine Vosper here from Speech Perfect. I have a full house with us. We've got Mindy Went from Mindy Joy Marketing and Barbara Clifford who is the Time Tamer, and we're going to really hit up Moana for some great ideas about working from home. Now, Moana's business is Be Style for Life, so she's all about how to stay styled. And I know, Moana, that as people are working from home, they're sort of going to be struggling with getting out of the pajamas for the day. And so have you got some great ideas and great tips, and what do we need to be doing?
Don't do it. We all have days when we get caught up at the computer and get carried away with working, but for our mental health, if we're working from home, it's really important to have a difference between when we have finished sleeping and shower, get ready and start our work, start our business day. It's important to have that shift. And it just is really good for your mental health. So I know a lot of you probably, and myself included, have got caught up sitting there working in our pajamas, but it's not a good idea to do that, even just for your mental health.
So how do you mean for the mental health? How does that affect us if we stay in our PJs for the day?
It really is like being in the same environment. It just gives you that change, and everybody needs to have a change of scenery. You've got to have a change, even as simple as the feel of the clothes that you're wearing. So the clothes are going to be more comfortable. You want to be comfortable if you're working from home, but also make sure that they're stylish, make sure that they're clothes that you feel good in, make sure they're clothes colours that you love, because colour, you've heard about colour psychology. Colour does have a big impact on how you feel.
Okay. What about you, Mindy? Have you done the pajama thing, and any suggestions
I have done the pajama
or
thing.
The questions to Moana about doing that?
Guilty. I think for the mental health side of things, I know, and I'm sure you'd agree with me, if you make a phone call, the first thing you do is, it's so much easier if you're in your work clothes because you're in that mindset. And I know if you smile, then it comes across better, all those sorts of things. I think it's part of the steps and part of the process to getting that to come to fruition. So if we actually do get dressed, yes, it makes a difference. And I think we're more likely to stick to what we're doing. If we put our gym jams, or if we stay in our jammies, we're going to do washing, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, we're going to potter at the same time because our head tells us we're in weekend mode.
Exactly. And one of Janine's interviews, we were talking about how people have this fear of speaking on camera. If you actually put some speaking on camera clothes on, you're going to feel so much better, and it's just going to give you that sense of confidence, and you're going to get put into that work mode straight away.
That's actually a good point, because that makes sense anyway, but you can anchor those clothes. We were talking about being more confident on camera. You could anchor those clothes as your go on camera clothes. And that then becomes something that makes it more comfortable, not just that you are presenting well, but more comfortable as well.
Some people, even like professional speakers, they actually have something like an anchor ring that they touch before they go on stage. Or it could be a specific belt that they wear, something that just gives that feeling of empowerment, so that it's just personal to them and they just feel really good when they're wearing it, like a lucky charm.
And I know you've mentioned before there's a colour, style or colour personality as well. Yeah, so can you tell us a little bit more about the colour personality?
Well, there's a colour personality and the style personality.
Okay.
So if you go into your wardrobe and see mainly neutrals, like, the tans or the beiges, the whites, the creams, the blacks, the navies, then you're probably more likely to have a classic colour personality. If you go into your wardrobe and you see purples and oranges and things like that, you could have a creative colour personality. But then you also have a style personality, and the style personality is more about the style of the clothing. So someone with a dramatic style personality will have lots of zips and things like that. Even if they're at home, they're probably not going to be wearing a tracksuit. They'll be wearing something that's a lot more, probably not as comfortable looking. maybe with a high collar or something like that. And then you've got the relaxed natural. Most of my clients, well, a lot of my clients seem to be classic or a relaxed natural or a combination of the both. Yeah, and then you've got the elegant who like the flowing sort of fabric. So they're all different style personalities. And the benefit of that is it's so much easier to brand yourself and to feel comfortable with how you portray your personality, because you feel congruent and you come across as being congruent, and you just feel comfortable in your own skin or feel comfortable in your own clothes.
And you feel more real as well. What about you, Barbara? Is anything that you've noticed when you're on camera, or that you asked Moana as well regarding the colour?
Thinking, I think I see myself as being dramatic. I mean, have a look. I'm theatrical right now. I've got the black, and I normally am I wear reds and red glasses, red clothes. I wanted to ask you this, Moana, though. When I do wear something that is dramatic, like for example, one time I had big red earrings, red glasses, a black and white striped shirt, and a black jacket on, and I did a video presentation. People were commenting, "I love your outfit," but not commenting on what I was actually talking about.
It's a good point. Yeah. But you wearing those, I think it would have complemented your personality, and they're probably people that knew you. Were they people that knew you already?
They were. Yeah, they were. Yeah.
So they know you, and they kind of, it's not that they've taken you for granted, but they've just noticed the outfit straight away because they already knew you. If it was a stranger who'd never ever seen you on camera before, you would just create that instant 3 seconds. It's 3 seconds now, not 7 seconds. You would create that instant, powerful first impression. And that's what you want to give.
And it's a good reminder, because I was on camera today and I've made sure I've got makeup on, although it's probably worn it off a bit. And I did have some earrings. I took them off. I had some earrings because they were annoying me with my headset afterwards. I had a ring on. So I love wearing jewelry, but I am disappearing into the background. But here, you're going to laugh at this. Here we go. Can you see? And have a look at the shoes. So, yeah, whoops, my screen's moved off my screen. But, yeah, so, I mean, I know. I'm doing the classic TV presenter. It's from the desk up. They're not jammies. I don't think they're jammies. Yeah.
Well, that's a good point, actually. Like I say, you need to be comfortable. If you're sitting behind your desk and working from home, you could be, if you are a tailored sort of person and you want to wear a tailored top half, but you're sitting all day, you wouldn't necessarily have to wear the tailored pants as well.
Well, I used to, and I need to do it again. I used to just have a jacket like news presenters do, where they just have a jacket that they throw on. And if you've got a plain shirt on, like a light coloured shirt, and you've got a scarf with your jacket, then for me, it's hot where I am. So then I just take the jacket off when I go back to work.
Yes. Yeah. You need to think of surroundings as well. If you are working in a place like in your home where you don't have air conditioning, your clothing is going to adjust to go with the environment that you're working in. So we need to be aware of things like that too. And that's where it pays to take the time to go through your wardrobe and don't have a lot of clothes hanging there that you're not going to be using.
No, that's a good point. That's a whole nother conversation too, Moana, isn't it? I know I did a big clean out recently and ended up with 5 bags I was able to give away, or 6 bags really.
Yeah,
so, quite amazing. Look, that's just brilliant. Any more questions, Mindy or Barbara, before we wrap up? That's Moana Robinson from Be Style for Life. Mo, how can people get in touch with you?
I've got a website, bestyledforlife.com.au. So that's just the letter B, styled for, FOR, life.com.au. I'm also on Facebook under that name. I'm on LinkedIn and Instagram as well. And I have an online program it's called the Be Styled program, and that's on my website.
Okay, thank you, Moana. So thank you, Mindy Wendt, and thank you, Barbara Clifford, as well. And thank you, Moana, for all that great advice. Have a great day, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.